Yes, sir. This is Cole Plummer.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your last name.
Plummer?
Hi, Corporal. Hi, Corporal. Thanks for taking my call. So the other night there was an incident in Lacy Lakeview during a custody exchange where I brought my daughter to be exchanged into the custody of her mother, and her grandmother was there. We were planning originally just based on the attorneys and kind of all the stuff that's gone on to just sit in the car and wait. And her grandmother was going to come talk to her. What ended up happening was I unlocked the doors. Her grandmother and mother walked up, and they started just yanking her out of the car. And my daughter is insistent that there's abuse going on in the home, and she's been doing outcries consistently on our end, and even she'd done one just in a hospital to a deputy sheriff here in Guadalupe County. And we had attempted a custody exchange at our property here in Seguin, Texas, and for 2 hours, I mean, there were two sheriffs here. She wouldn't go. Been kicking and screaming and hitting, wouldn't do it. So, the judge had ordered that there would be another exchange. Brought her to the same transition spot that we usually have, which is at that Starbucks, where you had two officers reply. Well, my father actually was the one who called in the 911 call, because when they walked up, like I said, it got physical very fast. And my daughter got hurt in the incident to the point where I ended up having to bring her to the hospital about half an hour to an hour afterwards on our way back towards town, because she got to the point where she couldn't even extend her arm because her elbow had gotten hyperextended.
Yeah, and I talked to Corporal, or not Corporal, I'm sorry. I talked to Officer Eklad a little bit. Let me just, so you pull into the Starbucks. Who's in the vehicle with you?
My father. And my daughter.
Just your father?
And my daughter.
Where's he sitting at?
He's in the passenger seat.
The passenger seat?
Or he might have been standing outside.
Your daughter's where?
My daughter was in the back of the car, in the back seats of the car.
Like, we're directly behind you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you is the wife or your ex-wife or girlfriend or wherever she is, was she in the parking lot when you got there?
Yeah, she was in the parking lot, and so was her mother.
Okay, where was her mother sitting?
Her mother had gotten into the seat behind the driver's seat in my car.
Okay, hold on, you lost me. You pull in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Are they sitting in their vehicle?
Yeah, they're sitting in their vehicle. The original plan was that the grandmother was going to deal with the transition, come over, maybe talk to Sophie and have her come, over to their car. But instead, you unlock the doors, and she opens the door, and immediately they're just going at her, trying to pull her and yank her out of her.
At what point did you turn a camera on?
I was advised before this all started to be sure I documented the whole exchange because of how contentious it had all been.
Okay, so when did you turn your camera on?
At 8:29, just.
Oh no, I'm talking about.
I just
did
started.
you turn it on before you pulled in the parking lot? After, when the grandma opened the door?
Yeah, right. Just about.
Stop! Stop!
Stop! Yeah, it was right then.
Okay, so
I grabbed my
she
phone.
opened the door, she grabbed her, and that's when the video starts?
That's about the time, yeah, it was 8:29. We pulled up probably 8:28 into that parking lot.
Okay. So, would you say your daughter's pretty well behaved?
Yeah, for us, she's great. And she's
for you?
Yeah, I'd say she's
she
great.
Respects you and does what you say, yes sir, no sir kind of thing?
Yeah, no, she's good. She's strong-willed, but she's...
Did you talk to her about the exchange and how it's going to work?
We did. And before we left, listen, CPS was even over here having discussions with us before this transition even took place. It took us an hour just to get her in the car.
Well, yeah, and that's the problem I run into. Before you get there,
yeah,
you explain to her that she's going to have to get out of the car, right?
We've told her. Yeah. But I'm not going to physically hurt my daughter in that transition.
No, I understand that. But at the same time, what do you do when your daughter tells you no?
You know what? it's not something that she says often. And in this case, she's saying no because she's telling us that she's being sexually abused in that house and that her mother is complicit in it. So it's a little bit of a difficult situation for a father to be in, to be told
were
on
y'all
one.
married at one point?
Yes, we were.
How long were y'all married for?
About 5 years.
Okay, so at some point in life, y'all liked each other.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I mean, at some point. So at somewhere it went sour, and
Yeah.
y'all are struggling to work together. Okay, but you still have a child.
What does this have to do with?
That exchange, it has everything to do with it. That exchange takes as much effort from you as it does her. The mother should not be going into your vehicle and getting the kid out of the car. You should get the kid out of your own car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not holding a video camera. That's like when somebody's fighting us. There's someone wants to hold a video camera and they don't want to help. They don't want to do anything. They just want to sit there and document to try and make us look bad.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. You guys, I'm sure, deal with a lot of that.
At the same time, when you're sitting there holding a video camera and your 8-year-old daughter is seeing you do this, she thinks that this behavior is acceptable.
Listen, I was advised by my attorney to do that.
That's not a good environment for. I mean, yeah, the kid may get a extended arm or leg or whatever he said was the injury if she's fighting her mother. When you fight your parents, there's a possibility if she goes to whoop that kid with a belt and that kid ducks and catches a bruise across the back, that's on the kid.